Welcome to a presentation on Microsoft Word for Windows. In this presentation, we'll look at Word and some of the features that support students with a variety of learning needs. Word has a range of reading supports for students to read and navigate any DOCX file. I've downloaded a book from ARC in DOCX format. I'm just going to locate that in my Downloads folder. And then I'm going to navigate to the file and double-click on it to launch it. By default, when the book is open in Word, the focus will be on the Home tab. I'm going to navigate over to the View tab in the ribbon. The View tab offers students a variety of different ways to view the document or to have a document displayed differently. Let's look at some of the options. Immersive Reader is one of them. I'm going to click on Immersive Reader. When Immersive Reader is in use, there are some pretty useful tools on the toolbar. The student can adjust the look of the text on the screen in multiple ways. Let's look at column width. The students can choose from very narrow, narrow, moderate, or wide. Let's do narrow. If the white background is too much of a contrast for the student on the screen, they can use the page color option to select something more soothing. The student can also increase the spacing between each of the characters by clicking on text spacing. To turn it off, simply toggle the button again. The line focus feature allows a student to apply a mask on the screen, and they can decide how many lines appear in this line focus area. They can select from none, 1 line, 3 lines, or 5. Let's choose 3 lines. They can scroll through the document using the down arrow on the screen. I'm going to turn that off by clicking on None under Line Focus. I'm going to navigate down to Chapter 1. The Read Aloud button on the toolbar turns on the text-to-speech feature. The app will start reading from the location of the cursor.
1. The Decanter of OK. Lyra and her Damon move through the darkening hall, taking care to keep to one side, out of sight of the kitchen.
To stop the Read Aloud feature, simply press the button again from the ribbon. To close Immersive Reader, simply press the Close Immersive Reader button on the ribbon. You'll be returned to the typical view for the document. If the student prefers to view the document in a horizontal navigation, the student can use Read Mode. Read Mode is available under the View tab. Read Mode provides a distraction-free environment. Read Mode makes viewing documents more accessible because it adjusts to the screen size. Read Mode scrolls through the document horizontally. A student can use the left and right arrow keys on the keyboard to navigate through the document. When in Read Mode, the options for viewing the document are under the View menu. This is very similar to the Immersive Reader options. For example, you can apply a preset color theme, such as sepia, under Page Color. In Read Mode, students are unable to edit the text. This is a good option for students that may inadvertently press keyboard keys and edit the document in unwanted ways. To exit Read Mode, simply press the Escape button on your keyboard. You'll be returned to the typical view of the document. To use some study skills options, students can use the tools located on the Home tab in the ribbon. Students can use a highlighter tool to select new vocabulary words or highlight interesting facts. I'm going to click on Home, and then I'm going to select a highlighter color, and I'll come into the document and highlight some vocabulary words. This application is accessible with screen readers, JAWS or NVDA. The screen readers will announce the text within the book, as well as other on-screen elements for students who are unable to see the screen content. JAWS or NVDA can also be used to read text in Braille when the student has a refreshable Braille display connected to the system. In addition to the features outlined in this video, Word has other features that may be useful to students with a wide variety of print access needs. To learn more, check out the resources section on this page. This concludes the presentation.